Okay, so we're here with Jenny Stanley, the managing director of Appetite Creative, and we're going to do a quick client success interview. We've been working with Appetite Creative for 3 months now. We've delivered 21 qualified meetings so far. So Jenny, could you start off by giving me a really brief introduction about yourself and also Appetite Creative?
Sure. So as you say, I'm Jenny Stanley, founder and managing director of Appetite Creative. We are a connected packaging studio. That means we are covering technology and design of quite a complex technology, but it's about Internet of Things and connected packaging.
Okay, and before you started working with us, what was your process then for generating leads and getting appointments on the calendar?
Sure. So our process was based around face-to-face networking meetings, online events, and looking at potential clients based on LinkedIn or news stories.
And have you worked with any other lead gen agency or any type of lead gen vendor before us?
Yes, we have. We've actually had a couple of experiences. Two, probably most recently in the last, I'd say, 5 years, that we've worked with sales agencies like yourselves.
And what results did you get with those?
Varied results. Typically about 3 to 4 meetings a month would be generated by those agencies.
Okay. And what would you say so far has been your experience working with us?
I would say that it is definitely an experience which has generated a lot more leads than we were expecting, which is a pleasant surprise. So that's been really good. I also think the communication between us has also been a pleasant surprise. So it's not been like pulling teeth or having to ask for updates and wait a long time to be able to get that update. I think it feels like we're much more integrated as partners. And as you say, we've only actually been working together a relatively short period of time.
Yeah. You've so far had 21 qualified meetings with prospects. So could you talk to me a bit about your experience on the calls and the quality of the actual meetings?
Yeah, no, definitely. You mentioned that they're qualified, and the great thing there as well is that the qualification comes from the client. So the qualification comes from us. It's not that you say that they're qualified and therefore they are qualified. So therefore, the 21 qualified meetings that you guys have set up for us have been of the right job title, the right size of company, the right type of person. Not all of them are willing and ready to sign on the dotted line, obviously, after that first initial call. But it's certainly opening up the right conversations that we want to have.
Yeah, exactly. And what impact do you think, what impact do you expect in the future that these meetings are going to have on your business in terms of growth and new business results?
Yeah, I mean, the quality and quantity of leads that are coming in are enabling us to really consider this as a sales stream into the funnel of qualified leads, which, as I say, we also run quite a long sales cycle. This isn't something that somebody signs up in the first call, and the size of company that we're targeting as well is not the size where you just quickly get a sign off. But I believe, and I'm very confident, that the leads that you're bringing in are going to bring us deal closures in the next couple of months.
Yeah. And is there anything that surprised you about our strategy, like our scripts, the way we work, or anything unique that you noticed?
Again, I think it goes back to the communication being super easy. I also think that the scripts that you've been writing are more targeted. So I think you've spent a bit more time trying to understand what we do as a business and therefore get the right angles. And I also think you've been open to suggestions that we've had. we do sell our business every day, so we do know it really well. And I think you've been able to listen to that and use that in the scripts, which I think has been able to get you more conversions than anyone else that we work with.
Yeah. And when working with us so far, how would you describe the effort and time sacrifice that has been required from your side?
Thankfully, minimal. You were able to understand what we did, and as I say, it's quite a complex sale, but you've been able to understand what we do at least at a basic enough level to be able to write scripts that draw people in to want to know more. We spent a limited amount of time maybe going through that in the beginning, and then the rest is really just kind of check-ins and more pleasantly updates when you and the team have got meetings.
Yeah, you mentioned before that you worked with some agencies before. Why do you think the results have been so good compared to the other agencies and vendors that you worked with before?
I think it's about the effort put into understanding, and I think it's about the script writing, and I think perhaps around the targeting and the way that you wanted to split the campaigns up rather than doing a kind of one-size-fits-all type approach.
Yeah. So the optimization part and the testing as well.
Yeah.
Okay, and if we look forward like 6 to 12 months, where do you see our partnership going? Like, what is the current runway we're heading towards in terms of revenue goals and growing your business?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, we haven't had any conversions yet, but it normally takes us about 6 months, 6 to 12 months from a first initial meeting to a conversion and signature on a contract. So I see that we will be moving through a good percentage of those, and therefore that will obviously have an impact on the revenue that our business is making, which will mean, of course, we'll want to continue working with you.
Yeah, and sort of to a last question to finish it, if there's any other agency owner or B2B founder watching who may be on the fence or a bit skeptical about whether or not they want to partner with us, what would be some final words that you would tell them?
I would say to jump in, give it a try. There's very limited loss on the risk scale, so work out some good terms with Simon and ensure that your risk is limited. But to be honest, I think you've got very little to lose and lots to gain.
Okay. Thank you, Jenny, and thank you for your time, and thank you for a great partnership so far.
Thank you.